Anime is hitting hard and Wall Street knows it. The global anime streaming market is expected to reach $16 billion by 2030, according to an estimate by research firm Bernstein. In 2023, the anime streaming market outside of Japan was worth $3.7 billion, with Crunchyroll and Netflix dominating the scene. In its report, Bernstein reveals that Crunchyroll and Netflix together controlled 82% of the anime streaming market in 2023, with Netflix getting 42% and Crunchyroll 40%. The rest of the pie was shared by other platforms, which were left with only 18%. Despite the fierce competition between the two platforms, Bernstein believes that Crunchyroll and Netflix can coexist and continue to grow, as they have different advantages. For example, Netflix has a much larger user base, giving it an advantage in terms of viewing time and revenue per anime. According to a Parrot Analytics report, Netflix's revenue per anime is double that of Crunchyroll, and a Polygon survey in 2023 showed that Netflix is the preferred place for millennials and Gen Z to watch anime. On the other hand, Crunchyroll has a head start in merchandise licensing and anime production, with more than $1 billion in sales in 2023. It is also heavily involved in anime production committees, which gives it great potential for copyright licensing revenue. Series like Solo Leveling, which broke several viewing records on Crunchyroll, show that the platform is gaining ground not only with streaming, but also in anime production. What's interesting is that, despite being rivals, Netflix and Crunchyroll have worked together, especially with non-exclusive titles such as Dandadan and Dragon Ball Daima, which stream on both platforms. Soon, we will see the simultaneous premiere of Witch Watch on Netflix, Crunchyroll, and Hulu, while the third season of Fire Force will be available on Hulu and Crunchyroll in the US, and on Netflix in some regions. However, not everything is perfect. Both platforms have received criticism from anime creators. For example, some animators have pointed out that although Netflix has large budgets for anime, the money does not go directly to the workers, but instead goes to production companies. In addition, the Japanese Animation Association has pointed out that Netflix is reluctant to pay fair licensing fees, offering only flat fees and no additional royalties if the anime is successful. For its part, Crunchyroll has also been criticized by production companies that consider the platform's sales data unreliable for revenue-sharing purposes. In addition, voice actors have reported mistreatment by the company, citing everything from an anti-union stance to accusations of underpayment. Although the market continues to grow, there is a worrying trend. Platforms are seeking longer exclusive distribution windows, which means that production companies are unable to distribute anime on other channels and lose out on profits due to the monopolization of copyrights by streaming platforms. With all this, Crunchyroll and Netflix remain the big bets in the anime market, and it remains to be seen how they handle the challenges ahead.